And so, folks, here is the Highboy, and it's in great condition, like brand new. So rare to find there's lots of teak out there, but most of it is, sort of banged up because, let's face it, these pieces are working over 40 years old, so, they do live a duty life. This piece, however, as I mentioned earlier, came out of a nice estate where, really there was no issues concerning resources, so, things were looked after nicely, and it really shows. Look at the top, you can see that it's in perfect condition. No scratches or gouges or issues. Of course, I have oiled it because that is the procedure for teak, but just a nice coat, and basically you're giving teak a little drink, because what more or less happens is that the wood itself dries out and you get a dull look to it. So if you give it a quick wipe with some teak oil, it re-energizes it, and that's why it's a very popular choice for things like boats and outdoor applications, because teak is a very hard wood. Actually, so hard that the little known fact that woodworkers actually quite despise working with teak because it will actually wear their tools out prematurely because it is so hard, and thereby an excellent choice for your furnishings in your home, regardless of the room. Now again, this is a 5-drawer design as you see here. As far as measurements, 31 from side to side as you see it here, 38 inches high, and it is almost 18 inches deep from front to back here, maybe about 17 3/4. The handles as well, they're really excellent, nicely sculpted out of, again, a solid piece of teak. And if we open the drawers, it reveals a solid wood interior. And again, we've got a slotted construction here, so that's actually a superior way to mount the drawer than, for example, the dovetail, because, well, it's there's just actually no break in the connection. But again, and this is synonymous. All the drawers in this piece are all the same. They slide nicely. Again, this piece likely is a Canadian piece. There are no markings on it, but again, a lot of teak furniture will oftentimes sport stickers, like the Domino Mobler stuff always had a sticker, and wouldn't be, let's face it, 40, 50 years later, it's very conceivable that stickers go the way of the dodo. So all I can tell you though, it's got the lovely contrasting construction at the bottom, and a nice minimalist, handsome piece. Let's face it, think about IKEA. IKEA is the kind of place that people love their minimal styling, but it's really a pity their furniture is really made out of garbage. And you can acquire a piece like this for likely less than what an equivalent new piece would cost you in a current furniture store. And this piece will service you for a long time. And if you keep it in excellent shape, well, it actually maintains its value really as compared to anything else, because teak quite simply is not made anymore in this way because, well, the teak forests are gone. And here is the low slung dresser on its own. And it's a great piece of furniture. 76 inches wide, as you see it here, 17.5 inches deep, and it's 26 inches high. Sporting solid teak hardware, and it's really a brilliant dresser. Look at this nice big expansive top, and it's stunning. Now, a lot of people will multi-purpose this dresser, and it's important to know as well, if you look in the photos, this dresser also has a mirror, which you can actually put anywhere on the dresser you like. It's a nice full-length dressing mirror, and I will photograph that with the dresser itself. Really handsome base on the unit with nice teak legs and the black trim work. And that black trim work, that's a black upholstery on the bottom there, and so it's pretty resilient. The drawers themselves, they function exactly as they should. Super clean inside, and the action is nice. And you'll be able to use this dresser for a long time without any issues. Isn't it fantastic? You buy a piece of furniture like this. Let's pretend you want to use it as a media center. A lot of people will want to put like a flat screen TV because the nice low slung form factor in conjunction with the layout of the piece. A lot of people put a big screen TV on it. If you wanted to buy a media center of this size, you couldn't get something new for less than $600-700, and it's going to be a piece of particle board. It will not be a mid-century teak piece like this one. And so 2 years from now, when you have to move or get rid of it, it'll be worth $50. Or you'll have this piece, and it will continue to remain its value. You notice teak is very interesting. It goes from mild to wild. You'll see some pieces online that are thousands of dollars. You'll see some pieces that they're given away because they're wrecked. Let's face it, you do have to look after these pieces and require. And this came out of a nice estate where, there's no need to abuse the furniture. It was just really, really nice, well laid out, and living a life of relative luxury. So what can I say? So folks, these pieces are in excellent shape, both of them, as you can see here. And a quick note about pricing. You know, as I mentioned earlier, teak does go from mild to wild. And, you know, there is no consistent pricing in the marketplace, but you can see this piece is in excellent shape, both this and the highboy. And I'm going to price them independently. If you buy one or the other, they are available separately, but if you buy them together, I will give you a deal. It's important to know, however, that is the only discount that's available. You can tell by the quality of this ad. I market these things all the time. We handle estates, and everything sells. Everything sells at the price I list, simply because of good quality stuff, and there's no guesswork. Many of the ads on Kijiji are sport, you know, dimly lit pictures, issues with the actual stuff, and then ultimately contacting people. So it's important, again, if you haven't fully grasped what I'm saying here, pricing is firm. If you're not comfortable paying the pricing that I'm asking, it's better you don't contact me. Simply because I don't have the time. By the time I'd have a conversation about price, I would have sold it to someone else who just gets it. So, no disrespect, folks. It's just the way it is. So, all I can tell you is that this is great stuff, and if you like this dresser and you like the other one, or you like one or the other, I'm happy to sell them either way. Delivery is an option, as noted in the ad, in case you don't have a vehicle big enough to move it. But when you reach out, you'll see it's exactly as I've described. There is no guesswork. And when you come, it'll be an easy proposition for you to see, pay, and acquire these pieces. Thanks, folks.